Hello, welcome for the Unshakeable transmission series. I'm super excited to be here. Today we are going to be talking about scarcity, what it is, the illusions around it. I'm going to be sharing some personal stories and sharing back with you how you can release it. I'm going to allow more people to join. Hi, Katie. Thank you for being here. We are talking about scarcity today and the illusions about it and how to release it. So if you guys have any questions, put it in the chat. And my intention is to continue connecting back to your unshakable self, to your natural state, which is abundance. Amazing. Okay, let's jump into it then. I'll allow more people to trickle in. If you're on my Instagram Live or podcast or YouTube, I am super, super grateful you are here. I'm running a group program right now, and it's been so amazing just helping guide others to release scarcity and connect back with abundance. So I'm excited for today. All right, let's jump into it. So what actually is scarcity? There is a huge misconception that scarcity is a number in a bank account, or scarcity is, not having enough. But really, scarcity is something in your nervous system. It's energy in your nervous system fueled by survival patterns. Scarcity is not just like a mindset. Scarcity is a survival state. It's not a money problem. And so there's a huge misconception. And from my own life, I've had wealth, I've had success, and I was living in so much scarcity. So I really want to expand you open today that it has nothing to do with your bank account. It has nothing to do with what you do have, what you don't have. Preparing for loss. It's preparing for rejection. It's preparing for abandonment. And so what happens in that state is your body contracts. So like think of your body like open like this, and when you're in scarcity, your body contracts. And when your body contracts, you're not able to receive. If you're like this, how is someone going to give you a hug? And so when your body is contracting, it's showing up as like gripping, overworking, controlling, urgency, and the energy of like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. And so this is a state in the nervous system. It's not the logical mind. And this is why, for many people, they do mindset work, they do journaling, they do therapy, they do all of that, and nothing seems to shift it because they were never working at the root level, the foundation level. This is all my work. We go straight to the root, because if you're focusing on something above that, the foundation's still going to be on scarcity. And so what scarcity really looks like, I shared how it's overgripping, working, pushing, forcing, controlling this intense energy. But scarcity at the root is fueled by survival patterns, energy in the nervous system, and stories attached like, I'm not enough, I'm too much, something is wrong with me, I'm not loved, it's not going to work out. Because if you feel you are not enough, you then believe there isn't enough. There isn't enough time, money, love, success, opportunities. And if you feel too much, you believe, I don't deserve more, I shouldn't want more, I'm too much. And so whether you believe you're not enough or you're too much, both of that is blocking receiving. And so if you feel like you aren't enough or you are too much, you're going to continuously block abundance because number one, you're not letting yourself be who you truly are. And then number two, your body doesn't feel safe to hold more. I'm just allowing others to come in. And so really, guys, this comes down to you allowing yourself to be who you truly are. And for many, many people, they don't feel safe because there's survival energy patterns living in their nervous system that says, I'm not loved, I won't be accepted, I am not enough, people are going to judge me. And if you as a human don't feel loved, accepted, you belong, safe, you're always going to push away abundance because you're never going to let yourself be who you truly are. Because safety, love, belonging, acceptance, those are human biological needs. We need to feel that. And so at any moment, if you feel that's going to be jeopardized by you being yourself, you will never be yourself and you will never connect with abundance. And so what you need to understand is this is a nervous system journey. This is not a mindset. This is not a, let me chase more money. I became a millionaire 3 years ago and I still felt empty. So it's really an inner state first inside of yourself. Also, what you need to understand and know is that scarcity is an illusion. You guys, there's nothing scarce about the world that we live in. Before this Instagram Live, I was out in nature. I was around a million different trees. There was so much water around me. There was many people. There was buildings. There was highways. There was cars. Well, motorbikes. But there is nothing scarce about the world that we live in. Scarcity is an illusion. We are one with nature. We are connected to nature. And so anywhere in your life that you feel there is scarcity, it's not about the external world. It's about inside of your nervous system, inside of your body. And so scarcity is an illusion, number one. Number two, there are many illusions under scarcity. You know, many people, some of my clients before working with me have thoughts like, when I make more money, I'll finally relax. But they never do, because money doesn't create regulation. Safety does in your body. Some of my clients have had thoughts, and myself too, like, if I control it, things will fall apart. Or like, if I don't control it, things will fall apart. And so control is a trauma response. It's when, like I said earlier, when you're gripping, when you're trying to control like this, you're blocking yourself off from receiving. And you won't feel safe releasing control until you have built stronger capacity inside of your nervous system, because you will literally always feel wired, always feel like you need to chase. Rest will feel unsafe to your body. Some other like illusions around this is, I need to earn abundance. I need to prove myself. I need to show that I deserve this. I need to become this person. That's all a lie. Abundance isn't something you chase. It's something you remember. It's your natural state. It's who you've always been since birth. And then also, if you feel like, oh no, if I let go, I'll lose everything or I'll make the wrong decision, letting go actually opens your energy field up. This is not about don't do anything. This is not about sit back, kick your feet up. This is not about being lazy, because all my clients are so ambitious like me. But this is about being connected to aligned action, to truth, being moved from an energy of abundance versus an energy of lack and scarcity and fear and shame. And so if you are someone that feels like you're really living in scarcity, I want to offer up some of my own personal stories, because maybe you'll see yourself in them and it will help you. I'm just going to drink some water here, allowing other people to come and just staying in my body. I intentionally paused to just like stay in my body. And hopefully this internet is okay. The other day or yesterday, I just decided to go on like a few day getaway. And I feel so grateful for this life that I built of like freedom, ease, and abundance. And I'm my own boss. I can do what I want. And I still get to serve here. So super grateful. Let's go into some of the stories in my own life where I was living in scarcity, because you're probably going to see yourself in them. And I want to show you that you can go through scarcity and get to the other side where I'm at, abundance. So the first story I want to share is, I've walked away from 3 soulmates. It was really, really hard. I know many, many people in the collective are navigating something like this right now, whether it's a soulmate, a partner, a career, identity, a location. And so the moments when I walked away from 3 people that I truly loved, I had huge fear. I had huge fear of losing love, of not finding something better, of things not working out, questioning myself nonstop if I'm making the right decision or not. And so you still pause, okay, this live keeps breaking up because the internet is not great, but we're just going to roll with it. What I was saying is that there were really a lot of moments in my life where I was like, oh my gosh, am I making the right decision? Is everything going to work out? What if I lose love? And what I realized is that I was just living in scarcity. You know, that there is an abundance of everything around us. And so if you are someone, like many people in the collective right now, navigating this, where you're not sure about the partner you're with, you're not sure about your career, your business, your location, but you fear it working out, you fear, losing everything, you fear something better not coming through, you need to just acknowledge that scarcity. That's not your heart speaking. Your heart is abundant. Your heart will never lead you astray. Your heart may have you make very difficult decisions. like it did for me. You just have to be honest with yourself and listen to the small whispers in your heart and make that the loudest voice that you follow. There's been so many times in my life where, I burned down a 7-figure career in San Francisco. And what I realized is that it was always working out. The more courageous you are in following your heart, the more that you're able to handle and navigate uncertainty, the more magical your life can become. Because think of it this way. Right now, the way you're living your life is known. You know the people around you, you know the job, you know the partner, you know all of this. Your nervous system knows these patterns. Every single day, you're refiring scarcity, 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 scarcity. Staying in situations, people, places, things that is not aligned with your heart. So much of my work is creating a new mind-body connection. Because right now, your mind is in scarcity. I'm not enough. That triggers emotions in your body, shame, fear, guilt, which then reaffirms the mental. And so I help you create a new mind-body connection. So you have the courage to live life from your heart. Your heart is abundant. Your heart is guiding you. But unfortunately, for many people, they don't have the nervous system capacity to follow their heart, because your heart will tell you to do crazy shit. It will tell you to jump off the cliff. It will tell you to do things that don't make logical sense. And so what you need to... Okay, the Instagram live keeps cutting out. So sorry, guys, wherever this this cuts out, we're just going to roll with it. But there were so many times in my life that I walked away from things that my heart whispered, this is not it. People that I loved, cities that I loved, a career that I loved, a business, all of it. And the more that you have the courage to follow your heart, the more your life will become magical. And so really you need to understand that scarcity is an illusion. It's fake. There's nothing scarce about the world we live in. Scarcity came from childhood, survival patterns that made you feel like you're not loved for who you are, that you need to earn, that you need to prove, that you need to earn safety. Safety is inherent to you. When you were first born, you've always been safe. You just forgot. And so scarcity is an illusion, and it takes you further away from abundance because it doesn't let you be who you truly are. And let this be a reminder, let this go into every cell of your body, that you are abundant. You are enough as you are. You don't need to prove, you don't need to chase, you don't need to become someone to deserve anything. No, your desires are your birthright. And your heart is speaking to you for a reason to guide you there. So it's safe to jump off the cliff. And as a result of this survival wiring from childhood, this is all the work that I do with clients to help them release this energy in their body so they can get back to their natural state of abundance. But because of all of this, as adults, you may notice yourself hustling to try and feel worthy, overthinking because you fear like there's one or right decision, and fearing things aren't going to work out. Or you may notice yourself performing instead of just being your natural state, like who you are. Or you may even notice yourself overworking, chasing more, because nothing ever feels like enough. And so in order to get back to your natural state of abundance, you don't need to be doing. You need to actually be unbecoming, releasing energy that's in your body, unbinding yourself to shame that tells you something's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. And so really, this is about rewiring scarcity. This is everything that I'm doing in my 3-day abundance reset. You can DM me abundance to join. It's really, really powerful. But what you need to acknowledge and understand is notice where you're living in scarcity. What stories are attached to it? Where in your body do you feel it? For the most part, scarcity is contracted energy. It's so this is abundance, open, neutral. And then scarcity is this, contracted, gripping. And so when you're in that energy, you're bracing in your body and it's hard for you to receive. And it also keeps you in constant loops of fear. You're going to lose something. There's a wrong or right decision. Things aren't going to work out. You're not going to receive what you want. And that continues to block you further. And so just really identify for yourself, what this looks like for you, how it shows up in your life. And the final truths that I want to leave you with is that scarcity has nothing to do with money and everything to do with your nervous system. It has nothing to do with you need to do more strategy, you need to figure this out, and everything to do with you doing the inner work inside of yourself. My signature program is a 6-week inner work program for men and women who are successful, ambitious, that want to do the inner work to connect them back to abundance, where they feel alive, where they feel magnetic, where they feel free. And so when your body feels safe, abundance can enter. And so really, scarcity is not your identity. It's not who you are. You've just learned it, and you can let go of the programming. You can release all of it, but it's not going to come from a mental concept. It's not going to come from an ideology. So wherever you're tuning into this live, whether it's Instagram or my podcast or YouTube, close your eyes and like allow your body to take in this energy that I'm speaking. It's not a mental concept. It's not a mental ideology. For so long, I tried to do journaling. I tried to do this and that. Nothing ever shifted. Things started to shift when I actually went into the body. And that's how my signature program was born. And like all of my work has been born. And so really, guys, abundance is not outside of you. It's your natural state inside of you that you access when you release survival patterns. I'm going to go ahead and drink some water so we can pause and just take a breath together to stay into our body. Yeah. I'm going to see with my heart what wants to be shared. What else? If you are someone that is, what's my water? If you are someone that's navigating an identity shift, relationship you're not sure about, career, business you're not sure about, location you're not sure about, and you're in constant loops of, oh no, what if I make the wrong decision? Oh no, what if things don't work out? Oh no, what if I don't receive something better? That's scarcity. That's not truth. Everything's always working out for you. Everything is always guiding you. So wherever you're at, if you're at a crossroad, which many people in the collective are, just know that it's safe to leap. It's safe to follow your heart, and it's all safe. You're just releasing scarcity, which has never been yours. Hello, I see someone just joined. We are about to end, but wherever you caught this episode on scarcity, please send me a message, comment below on what really came through, what's on your heart, what's something that you want to share that you haven't allowed yourself to share. That's how you release scarcity, not by wearing masks, not by pretending everything's okay, but by saying what you do not want to say, by sharing what you are scared to share. I mean, what I shared, I think yesterday on my Instagram Live is a lot of my life, I thought something was wrong with me. I had so much shame. I thought I was unloved, unlovable. And so I just achieved and performed and chased success, chased wealth.